As we do each and every Wednesday, let's connect now with Michelle Ownbey, publisher of the Springfield Business Journal, here with Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg Bishop on 92.7 WMAY. Springfield's News and Talk, and we got a lot to get to, Michelle. We, of course, got a story about, how our furry little loved ones are getting taken care of and a shortage. We'll touch on that coming up, but a couple of new businesses that are out there. Let's talk about a unique, one-of-a-kind bistro that's being planned. Good morning.
Good morning, Greg. Yes, a lot of people were excited when we posted this on social media a few days ago. Jordan and Aurora Coffee, of course, are pretty well-known names in the local food scene. They started out with American Harvest, which closed during the pandemic, and then they had reopened in a smaller space there on Headley Road with Luminary Kitchen and Provisions. Well, now they are adding additional space. They currently have a space at one end of that strip center on Headley, and now they are taking a vacant suite at the other end of that strip center. They're tentatively calling their new project the Headley House Social, and as you mentioned, it will be a one-of-a-kind French bistro, one-of-a-kind to Springfield at least. So they're keeping Luminary. That will continue to operate as normal, but their concept is to have a space that small groups can rent out, or even just a place that people can enjoy a glass of wine and some appetizers while they're waiting for seating at Luminary. They're also hoping to be able to start offering monthly cooking classes. So the build-out is underway. They're planning to have it open by this fall for use as catering and event space, and then have the dine-in portion open in the spring.
Yeah, this is a great idea, and I love all of the different local flavors that there are with these restaurateurs bringing new ideas. And, sometimes, going to a chain is always, enjoyable, but these unique local flavors and these ideas from our local restaurateurs is just fantastic. So good to hear about that. Just some of the things you'll hear about with the Springfield Business Journal every month, and also with their weekly updates. We'll tell people how they can get plugged in there, Michelle. But again and again, tell us about this vintage luxury boutique that's opening up.
Yeah, so this is another unique concept for Springfield. Kristen Levi has opened, as you mentioned, what she's calling a sustainable vintage luxury boutique. This is in the former Joseph A. Bank space over there in the Gables. And, we've talked over the last few months, a lot of businesses, online boutiques ended up shifting to brick and mortar within the last few years. She's kind of done the opposite. She's starting with brick and mortar and slowly putting her inventory online. She just said it was a great opportunity to sublease that Joseph A. Bank space that she couldn't pass up. And so it's a little bit of everything. She's got mid-century modern furniture. She has some local artists that she works with that do unique home decor and jewelry and things like that. She has the high-end luxury handbags and wallets, but these are all repurposed items, and she's also recently started offering consignment as well. So, again, kind of a different concept for Springfield, and that's called Again and Again.
And that's going to be at the Gables. What a great location for such a business, a luxury vintage boutique. Again and Again. It's a great name, too. Let's talk about something else that's impacting Springfield, and we've seen this in other sectors, including in human medicine, when it comes to, the crunch for finding staffing nursing, the crunch for a variety of other industries, but the veterinarian practice seeing a labor shortage. Tell us how it's been impacting Springfield.
Yes, as you mentioned, this is a national trend, but really playing out in the Springfield area as well. Kind of a combination of factors. We heard about during the pandemic, more and more people either acquired a pet or added additional pets to their home. So there's an increase in demand. The millennial generation is willing to invest more in their pets, see them as part of the family, and invest more in their medical care. The schools of veterinary medicine are graduating fewer numbers of students at the same time that a large number of clinic owners are retiring. So kind of a perfect storm of all these different factors. And this is actually an article that we had in this week's Illinois Times Pet issue, but we covered on the SBJ side of things as well. And, a couple months ago, we talked about two local veterinarians, Dr. Erica Eggenbrod and Dr. Melinda Kilty, they bought the former all-cat clinic and turned that into what they're calling 5-star veterinary center, basically an urgent care for animals, which again is really a new concept for Springfield, but because of the veterinary shortage, a lot of the clinics either aren't taking new patients or they're really backed up. And so if you, just like with humans trying to see doctors, right, if you can't get in to see your primary right away, you go to one of the express cares or urgent cares. Now we're having the same concept emerging for animal care.
So it's fascinating to watch how this will track out and what the trends are ultimately going to be, and something that the Springfield Business Journal does, not just with veterinarian services, but also with business in general. Michelle Ownbey, the publisher of the SBJ, with us each and every Wednesday. How can people get a copy of the SBJ and stay updated weekly?
Well, you can definitely get on our website, springfieldbusinessjournal.com, and sign up for Biz Bites. That's our newsletter that comes out every Wednesday afternoon, and it's free of charge. Gives you a roundup of what's happening in the area business community. And, of course, you can also sign up for the print edition with the more expanded content, and make sure you get that delivered to your home or office.
The Springfield Business Journal. Greatly appreciate your time each and every week, Michelle, and we'll talk again next week.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Absolutely. It is Springfield.